recapping one of our top stories for you this morning. A string of recent shootings renewing scrutiny of self-defense laws across the country. 11 News reporter Jackie DeFusco is live in our Washington bureau, and you're taking a closer look at the stand your ground laws. Good morning, Jackie.
Hey, good morning, Jen. Well, in recent years, we have seen a number of states expand legal protections for those claiming self-defense. So is that going to factor into these recent cases? Let's get the facts.
Anger after a black teen shot in the head when he knocked on the wrong door.
Justice for Ralph!
The shooting of Ralph Yarl in Kansas City, one of 3 recent cases where a victim's mistake ended in gunfire. In a Texas parking lot, a cheerleader seriously hurt after her teammate got into the wrong car. And in upstate New York, a 20-year-old killed after her friends turned into the wrong driveway. As prosecutors look at these cases, renewed questions over the nation's patchwork of self-defense laws and when people should be held accountable for pulling the trigger.
What you have is a number of states expanding the right of self-defense.
That right is rooted in something called the Castle Doctrine, a long-standing legal principle that says people are allowed to defend themselves against an intruder in their home without trying to safely retreat first. At least 28 states have expanded on that with what are often called stand your ground laws. Those laws extend the Castle Doctrine standard beyond the home and apply anywhere in public where a person is legally allowed to be. But experts say there are still limits to those legal protections.
There has to be a reasonable fear that you are in danger of severe bodily harm or death. It's not just, it doesn't essentially make the home a free fire zone.
So again, are these laws going to make a difference in these recent cases? Well, for instance, Andrew Lester, the man charged with shooting that Kansas City teen who mistakenly went to his home, is claiming self-defense here. But many experts think he's going to have a hard time showing there was a reasonable threat to his safety to justify pulling the trigger. Ultimately, a question that is going to have to be resolved in court. Jen?
Well, Jackie, some of the states have been calling for a repeal of the stand your ground laws. So talk a little bit about why they're so controversial.
Yeah, well, gun reform groups argue that these laws essentially promote a dangerous shoot first, ask questions later mindset that they say can fuel gun violence and widen racial disparities. But people who support these laws argue that making people think twice about defending themselves for fear of potentially being punished later only helps criminals. Jen, back to you.
All right, Jackie DeFusco reporting live in our Washington bureau. Thanks for joining us this morning.